see how the uncle's armor?
Uncle Arm was epic.
Uncle look like a freaking samurai.
Yeah,
demon,
Uncle was
yo.
good. Now they have him, wherever they have him, whatever. But
You know who he remind me of on that shit? You remember the spirit that was chasing Jack in the opening of the first season, the new season? You know that samurai? That's
Samurai Jack.
Yeah, I tell him to give up.
Yeah.
That's who he remind me of. He literally looks like that dude, except he's not Shadow. He's like, they actually got armor like that. I was like, what? When I saw that shit.
Yeah, samurai armor.
And the crazy part is, that's one of the things that pulled me in. I'm like, I didn't in the game, I'm gonna look like that nigga. So I'm like, I'm with it. I'm hoping there's a samurai weapon I wanted them to put in the game. I don't know if it's gonna be there.
What?
There's that long pole with the blade at the end. I don't know the actual name for it, but there's a sword that they have. It's like a staff, but it has a sword at the end.
No,
That chick you like in Soul Calibur wields it.
what do you mean they're not
Something
gonna put it in? They have enemies fighting you with that.
Yeah, but I mean, he can use. I've seen samurais in movies wield that shit in combat, so why can't get that shit when I'm on a horse or something?
Because he's a samurai that uses a sword. Have you got a different type of sword that don't look like a sword?
But
There?
No. Samurais they master multiple weapons.
I know,
Yeah,
but he's mastering, if based on what I see, different styles. Same
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah.
really.
yeah. I think
So,
it's
unless
what you decide to
They
train
have
in.
maybe some secrets.
Yeah,
Then we can
and
switch
this is
your
why I like
sword into a.
that. You won't like this about the game, like because you have different stance. There's different enemy types, so there's only certain enemy types you could take out with certain stances.
Mhm.
So there's a specific stance for shield people, there's a specific stance for sworded people,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. So you have to be switching your stance during combat.
Yeah, just from looking at the trailer, that shit
I'll
looks
just get bored and stop bombing.
interesting.
Like me, because I'm like, I come in a base, and it's like 10 of y'all in there. I got news for y'all. 5 of y'all is gonna die by bombs. I'm gonna tell you right. 'Cause I ain't cutting on y'all. I'm not cutting on 5 of y'all. It's like, yo, fuck it, boom.
Well, if you're fighting a boss, right? Can you just like button mash him to death?
Oh no,
Never.
hell no, you're not.
You're dead.
dude. One of my dude. I'm hoping to God that's that have more of like more boss battles like this. Last night, that boss battle we fought was just. First of all, the place we freaking
Fort
fought in
Beautiful.
Yeah.
is a freaking meadow with white leaves in the fucking trees.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's a goddamn poster from a samurai, movie. And so it's just like the camera is circling you. The camera, first of all, the camera pans in.
Yeah.
So it's closer. You're only watching because you don't want enemies to live.
Yeah.
So he don't have no ads. He just him on a life bar, and the samurai comes in. Other samurai, evil samurai. So it's bad versus evil samurai.
Bad
Yeah.
versus evil.
Comes up. Saw his monologue. You dishonor my family and you prey on the weak. I shall, honor them.
And that's Jin.
Yeah, Jin gave his whole honor
Speech.
speech.
Yeah.
And then y'all fight, and he comes in. You have to dodge him, then parry him, and then I'm like, what the hell? I can't do no big damage on him.
Nah.
Turns out the whole fight that your character is actually learning the sword style. So halfway through the match, you learn the sword style and get to use it on him. But you still your dodging gotta be on point. You can't go in there.
Yeah.
I've tried it. You know me. I like to go in there and make noise. I've tried this.
It's not a hack and
You
slash.
can't hack
Yeah.
and slash in this game. You
The
have
dudes
to-
with the shields or whatever will tear you up in there.
Because that's what I hate about a lot of games is that you could just button mash it
When
with
you-
the end.
You're gonna get a stance that could specifically for shield guys. So like you would just like you go behind them. It's like you cut them here, cut their sword arm.
Yeah.
Get in there. The shield they can't hold the shield.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I
if you
feel.
got-
Yeah, I feel like you
and he cuts.
you get a better feeling of accomplishment when you do that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel.
Right.
Not
Damn, they
the
got an
fighting
erection the
style
first time
in
I did that
this
shit.
Yeah.
is addictive.
Yeah.
Like
You-
the reason why I haven't done any missions
This is why.
because I'm running around looking for mongrels
Because this is why. This is why
Just
I think.
to fight.
This is why I think.
just to learn to
This is
master.
why I think this game is
Yeah.
addicted to us who grew up watching Samurai X and all that
and
shit.
all of them. Who
Because there's a couple scenes in there that remind me of that. Like that scene I told you about. That remind me of when Kenshin is about to fight a boss in the game. It remind me of Samurai X.
who doesn't want to be a samurai?
Who the hell want to be a samurai?
Yeah. And I'm already a big swords guy.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. I'm surprised
especially-
it took y'all so long because I know y'all are too.
I wasn't
Hardcore
listening.
samurai
When it
dudes.
comes to games, nothing was really on my radar right now.
That's what I said. The game wasn't in my radar, so I'm like, I ain't got shit to play. The last game I'm coming out.
And you know what scared me too? The previous samurai game.
Yeah, we didn't exactly have decent samurai games.
No,
right?
no. The one that came out previously. That was
But that was that's like a Dark Souls game.
what is it called?
Ghost. Is it called?
Ghost of Tsushima or something?
No,
This is Ghost of Tsushima.
because this is Ghost of Tsushima. The
Yeah.
other one is I found it. Type in
I check.
But that one is like, I heard that game was like hardcore.
Yeah, that's
Your
nope.
dodging gotta be on point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not even like
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah. It's
Them
less.
dudes over.
It is not forgiven. Let's put this. The same
Well-
guys who made Dark Souls made it. Enough said.
Well, this one shouldn't be so forgiving either. I mean,
No,
It's-
this is
if-
this is a
you-
little forgiving.
if you go through a duel with somebody, how does that end?
If you lose, you die.
If you lose, you die.
You gotta start
Come
over.
back again.
Well, I thought you had like a little bit of life at the end.
Yeah, if he kills you, you come back. And the crazy part is they would execute you. So like you wouldn't die all the way. You would just be on the ground thinking you're bleeding, and you could heal up, and then they would just come on and execute you.
Shit,
That's a nice touch.
some messed up shit.
Yeah, it's like one of my beefs for the game was it wasn't enough dismemberment, but I talked to my boy. He's like,
They don't really
Well,
dismember like that.
They wasn't
Samurais.
focused on the.
Samurais
They wasn't focused on the gore.
no.
Samurais don't dismember
Samurais,
like that.
They don't dismember.
They're not
They're
that
all
gory.
about slashing. They
Yeah.
Yeah.
will cut your limbs off. They will slash you until you bleed to death. So I was like, after I'm like, I could be with it. But just occasionally just let me see your arm fly off and I'm like,
No,
I don't
no.
need. I don't need.
No, I'm good actually. I don't need to see the.
Yes, I'm saying I
dismember-
don't need the God. I appreciate it. Like when I see gory games like God of War, I like them.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden, God of War, Doom. The list goes on. Gears of War. All right. Hell, Mortal Kombat, king of the top of the mountain with that shit when it comes to gore. You could teach anatomy from Mortal Kombat. But like, you know,
Man.
it's a good game. You could tell like one is a good one, and this is one of the good ones.
Yeah, I haven't thought about Ninja Gaiden in years.
That's because the last Ninja Gaiden that came out was shit, and then the head guy at
Is
Team
it-
Ninja left.
No, it's not Onimusha.
It's not Onimusha. It's something Shadows Never Die or some shit. Sekiro. Shadows Never Die. That's the one.
Sekiro.
Sekiro. Shadows
Not a
Never Die.
level.
That's next level hard.
I didn't even look in that
I
direction.
listen. I probably could play a game like that, but I'm like, I don't be.
No, of course
Fucked up in the head.
I've done the
Yeah, we played Bloodborne.
I've done the what's Bloodborne made from? I've done the Souls games.
Yeah, the
right,
same guys who
sister?
did Souls did.
So
Bloodborne.
I've done those, but this one,
I wanted to say something about that Bloodborne, but I didn't want to switch topics.
What you was gonna say about Bloodborne?
Well, it's something we have to do an episode on. It's how Bloodborne would be on like the PS5 system with how powerful that is, and how much faster it should be, especially with load
well,
times.
we can play PS4 games,
Yeah,
Yeah, we can.
so
Yeah,
they're making
but-
sure it's backward compatibility. So
yeah, but let's not even go into that right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna go into that round. But yeah, I mean, based on because my experience is kind of brand new, he's kind of deeper in the game.
Yeah, I'm deep.
so
I'm balls deep in that game.
it has the potential. I just hope that
I'm on 3 bosses in. I accidentally ran into a boss that I wasn't supposed to run to. Kill him by accident.
But that's the thing I like about the game. They said once you basically have the skill level,
Mhm.
you know, you could take on anybody.
That's like when I jump in my favorite part of the game is you're gonna have a feature called call out. So when you go to a base,
standoff.
it's a stand up, yeah. So when you go to a base, you got 2 options. You can sneak around Ninja Gaiden like and take them out, stuff
Negative.
like, which is fun as fuck though.
Negative.
What?
Negative.
You could do that.
We can.
It's fun as hell.
I like going in and these 10 guys walk up to
Yeah,
you and they all know they're about to die.
I prefer
But
that.
you could have like, yeah. So he has this thing where he puts
Pull that
his,
closer to you.
he puts his sword in the air and it's like, oh, which one is the strongest among you?
Yeah.
And he comes in and like you got to do this quick time event, like some,
Yeah.
like in some. It's just from the visuals to the.
yeah.
You see all the samurai shit we seen when the rose petals
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Every goddamn scene in the movies, like in the games, like that.
Like that, yeah.
Okay, it
That
literally looks
sounds
like
cool as
you're
shit.
in a samurai movie.
Like and you're literally waiting,
Yeah, it's like
and he's talking all his garbage.
you just
And
wait,
the
you
second
just
they
there
go
waiting
pull
for the
his sword
flinch.
out, boy. and
Dude,
just
I'm sorry,
throat
he did the most-
sliced.
Dude, I'm sorry, in that boss battle again, he did the most badass thing. The dude, I love when in the movies when the bad guy is ranting and the good guy didn't say shit.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. And so this nigga went off on a rant, and all he said was, he just cracks his sword. I was like, that's the ultimate clapback right there. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit what you say. This right here beats it.
Yeah.
All right. And that was just so freaking fun. Like the boss battles are like, you have to be on point. And it's a combination of the combat and the cinematics. I think there's an Ace Combat did that shit too, where they combine cinematics with the killing. I think when you have combat is good when it has a little bit of. Why Michael Bay movies are so fucking action packed? And why do we like our action Michael Bay movies?
Because over the top.
No story, but it's over the top.
Over the top.
It's his use of camera work and the
I mean,
action.
technically, we watch movies, we play games because we want that experience.
Exactly. I think, and that's why who the hell don't want to be a
Once
fucking
you
samurai?
can continue replicating that experience throughout the entire game in some fashion or form, people will play the game.
All right. I mean,
But they have a lot going for that game. You also have the story with
The story's interesting.
yeah.
Like normally, me,
I mean, it's a
if a story's not interesting,
it's good enough.
It's
It-
based,
it's
it's
not.
not. It's
the
not
story is
spectacular.
very interesting.
it's not-
It's not spectacular. It's not gonna
Because you want to see what, because this is actually knowing that it happened in real life. You want to see what course this guy
Yeah.
actually took.
That's why. That's what I actually like about it, because it's actually a true story they turn into
Yeah.
a game. You know, I want to see. I want to.
And
It's based on a movie.
the part
Yeah, I
I like,
wanna
the
learn
part I
what-
like as well, like in the beginning, they show you who the big boss is gonna be,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
the-
had
yeah.
no
And-
chance.
oh, you know where he is in the map.
You-
You go kill him now.
you had
He's
no,
up there. He should not.
you had no chance
The red
Yeah.
spot in the map.
in the beginning, so you know you can't go back no half ass.
Yeah, I hope they do
And
that.
so they give you something to
Yeah,
grow to.
but what he just said is some cool shit. Like he's on the map.
He's there.
You
You
go
go
to
see
that
him. Go kill him.
motherfucker whenever
Yeah,
you
you go
want.
kill him.
Everyone.
There's another game like that. In Zelda, you could do that. Zelda, you could go directly to the last boss and kill him. Just better.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's dope, dog.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
I mean, you could go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
You're not
might
gonna
not come out in one
alive.
piece.
I
Yeah.
feel you.